Right. So tell me about the first time you met Ariel.
Okay, the first time we initially met was about 8 years ago. We had worked together. They had just built a new store location
Uh-huh.
right there in Flowood. So that's when we initially met. We kind of flirted a little bit, but we both had situations going on, so
Right, right.
we couldn't really pursue each other like we wanted to. And so years passed by, and we ended up getting back in contact with each other. And and I think I saw a post on Instagram, and I kind of reached out to her, you know, during the course of the pandemic, just kind of business owner to business owner, that, you know, I kind of wanted to see how she was doing, how her business was going. You know, I really wasn't trying to pursue her in that way,
Right.
but the conversation started going, the vibe started hitting it. So we end up, I ended up asking her out on a date. So I took her out on the first date to a place called Juicy Seafood.
Okay.
And I initially kind of wanted to take her to a fancy restaurant, but I kind of wanted to make her feel comfortable. I feel like if I would have took her to a fancy restaurant, she had to dress up and everything.
Right, right.
And she couldn't be herself. So I wanted her to be herself around me and be comfortable.
Right.
And how it's set up, you got the seafood is in the bag, you kind of got to get down and dirty with it. You got to take the crab legs and,
Right.
you know, the crawfish, suck the head and all that stuff like that. So I kind of wanted to get her comfortable. And after our date, we stood like, it had to have been like 3 hours
Wow.
after the date.
Uh-huh.
And we stood by each other's vehicles and we just talked about everything.
Oh my goodness.
And so I had to go to work that next day. I was planning on leaving like super early in the morning. And she was like, well, you might as well leave tonight for you can go to, I was heading to Houston. So you go to Houston, you go sleep, and then do a reset, and then you come on back home.
Right.
So I told her, I said, you know, you can call me. So when we left each other, she called me, and I went on ahead to work. That was a 7-hour ride to Houston.
Right.
And she talked to me the entire time, nonstop.
Y'all stayed on the phone for the whole
The whole trip. And she didn't go to sleep until I arrived at the customer. And then she finally went to sleep. And then like a few hours later, I ended up calling her to check on her, and back like we never left. In that situation, we kind of go with the flow
Right.
a little bit, but I knew. I said, yeah, I got her. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had the little confidence. I said, yeah, I got her. You know,
Right.
and
So-
it was kind of like the vibe was there with us. You know, and then a lot of those old feelings from 8 years ago came back.
Right.
You know, especially when you find somebody that loves you for you
Right.
and not under conditions. With dealing with Ariel, it's not like she loves me for who I am, not for what type of money I have or, you know, what I could do. None like she loves all
Flaws
of
and
that.
all.
The flaws and all.
I like that. Flaws and all.
Yes. So, you know, it's different, you know, because it's a confident feeling, because I was always accustomed to somebody loving me based off of what I could do, not under conditions.
Right.
And with her, it's unconditional,
Right.
you know, and that feeling. That feeling is an amazing feeling. I'm telling you, it's like you got like that warmness in your stomach, you know, in your chest, you know. That's how it feels. You know, it's a good feeling. It really is. Sometimes I go down the road and I just get emotional out of the blue, because you know I never felt that type of love before.
Right.
I never felt that, and you know. Like dealing with her, you know, if you drink a good juice or something, and then you kind of look at the instructions a little bit, you know,
Right.
kind of the ingredients a little bit,
Right.
like, you know, that's how it is dealing with her. You know what I'm saying? You look at her overall, oh, you know, what she made out of, because, you know, she must have been formed in the lab, because God showed knew what you were doing when you made her. I'm telling you that, yes, all the time. And you know, during the course of the day, you know, I just think about, you know, when I get back home, what can we do, the places we can go, what eating spots we haven't tried yet, and stuff like that, you know. But it's not a moment in the day I don't think about her, and I love her more and more each day.
Right. When was the first moment, like, in your heart, you felt that spark, like, is this the girl for me?
I would say, it's so many. But to really just point out one exactly,
Okay.
it was around my birthday, and I had this vision of starting my own clothing line, and I was just was talking, and she soaked all that in, and then on my birthday, she presented me with my logo as a couple shirts, kind of, you know, she presented it to me like, look, this is your vision right here. And that right there blew me away initially, because it was like she really was paying attention to what I was saying, and she kind of made it happen for me. My favorite part about her is how motivated she is. She's a very motivated person. She has a lot of drive. She always wants to better herself in some type of way.
Right.
And then in anything that she does, she wants to, you know, be the best at it and better herself. And, you know, I love how she treats me. She, you know, but, you know, my favorite thing is just how she wear her hair, how she, you know, she does hair, so she changes her hair all the time.
Right.
You know, she experiments.
It's not the same.
It's
like
not the
clothes.
same. No,
Right.
oh no, every week is different. You know, you never know who you might get. You know, you know, I know I done dated about 40 different versions of her for a hairstyle. You know.
And
but,
you're crazy about every one of them.
Yeah, every one of them. I love you. You mean the world to me. Come now. First day I laid eyes on you, my world has instantly changed. Thank you for being there for me during my darkest times. For the times that I felt the lowest, man, you came through and you picked me up, man, and gave me new life. And I love and I appreciate you for that. And, man, I must have did something right to deserve a woman like you. And I pray every single morning. And I thank God every day for bringing you into my life. And thank you for loving me the way that you do. And with your family and friends here to witness, and some of my family and friends, I would like for you to do me one favor. I would like for you to stand up and turn around.
I ain't heard yo, I'm talking about yes. That my boy. I don't care what they say about you.